Shooby dooby doo. That just sounds fun to say. Beer doesn't have the do word in it, but you know, shooby is kind of cool. Shooby dooby doo sounds like somebody's trying to say Scooby Dooby Doo, but they don't know what Scooby Doo is. Moving on to the beer. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski from the Brewski Review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is from the Wellington Brewery out in Guelph, Ontario. We have their Shooby Sour Raspberry IPA. Now I'm guessing a sour IPA. I'm not a big fan of sour IPAs. They can either be hit or miss. Wellington, though, always seems to do a pretty damn good job with their beers, so I'm excited. Maybe it's just an IPA with sour raspberry. I don't know how that's going to translate, but hey, it's 6.9%, so you can't be mad. IBUs, we're looking at 52. Let's crack this bad boy open. Very cool looking can design. Please don't explode. Ah, fuck you. Actually, not too bad. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. Beer 101. Pint glass. Oh, I was so scared for a second. I'm like, this son of a bitch is gonna explode like a madman. Thankfully, it didn't. So we're pretty safe. It stayed on the lid of the can, so I'm pretty happy about that. Looking at the beer though, beautiful red color to it, red hue to it. Very chunky though. A lot of sediment, a lot of yeasty boys going on in here. Fairly hazy beer, nice effervescent bubbles coming up, CO2 bubbles, and a nice off-white, somewhat of a red tinge head. Don't know, not too much, but just like ever so, not red, more like a salmon. Anyway, smell time. Just as I suspected, it's sour. I mean, it says it on the can. Yeah, sour raspberries, grapefruits, white bread cracker. Yeah, sour tart raspberries, sweet raspberries going on, raspberry candies, and fresh raspberries, and a little bit of raspberry yogurt. A little crackery and bready in the back. Grapefruit, and some orange citrus zest to just bring everything home. Let's dive in. You know what? Actually pretty good. Actually pretty good for a sour IPA, and me not being a big fan of sour IPAs. This thing's actually damn, oh boy. I'm liking this. Cheers everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Let's see what's going on in this, shall we? Sour raspberries right up front. Not too much in your face, and not either on the raspberry side or the sour side. It's definitely coming across as more tart, borderline into that sour note. But really, really nice. I really do like that. Sour raspberries up front, tart raspberries, and then moves into a bit of a hoppy, sour, bit of a mess, kind of. I don't know if there's just too many flavors going on. But it does get a little stringent, a little bit grassy, dead grass, saltine crackers sort of deal, with a sharp, piney, floral bitterness to it. More florally than piney. The back end of the beer, not a big fan of, but the beginning of this, really, really well done. One thing to note too, the body of this beer, light, airy, solid effervescence as well. Extremely refreshing of a beer. Now back end though, it's just so it's not super pleasant, at least to me. It doesn't fall in line with what the sour tart raspberries are really giving you. Yeah, the sour tart raspberries, it's more of a like a candy sort of deal, but the minus a lot of the candied sweetness. There's a better note that I could use other than like dead grass, but I think floral is probably the best note. A little metallic-y even as well. Kind of neat, kind of weird. Not a big fan of the end, but the beginning is pretty damn good. See what I have to say. Sorry if you hear my mom cackling upstairs. Her and my dad are watching Red Notice, and apparently it's a really funny movie. But today we have Shooby Sour Raspberry IPA from Wellington Brewery. Jesus. 6.9% ABV, 52 IBUs. Description reads, jump on board with Shooby, the Sour Raspberry IPA. Raspberry? Yeah, raspberry. Wow, why does that word sound weird to me? Anyway, Sour Raspberry IPA has a vibrant pink color from the tangy additions of real raspberries, which add a hint of berry sweetness and a natural tartness. With juicy hop character, zippy sour notes, and a tidal wave of raspberry, Shooby is off the hook. Really cool can design. You got some like three-headed cat with popsicles and limes and lemons and shit. Really, really cool. Original gravity 15.9 degrees Plato, final gravity of 3.2. Color is a 6 on the SRM scale. Serving temp between 6 and 9 degrees Celsius. Suggested serving is in a tulip glass. Contains barley, wheat, and oats. On the bottom, packaged on September 7th, 2021. That was a sneeze and a half. Moving over to the website, wellingtonbrewery.ca, you go to the small batch and seasonals on the beer section, and you will find Shooby IPA. Same exact description as on the can, as well as with all the other information of ABV, IBU, OG, FG, glassware, and color. Also give you a price if you hit order online, and serving sizes is in the 473 16-ounce tall boy cans, as beer always should be packaged. More or less craft beer over macro, but in my mind, no craft beer should be packaged in a small can. And go take a hike. Moving on, Untappd. Shooby has been given a 3.59 bottle caps out of 5. That's out of, wow, just under 2,200 ratings. God damn. At 6.9%, this does not come across as 6.9. It's very easy, drinkable, nice, refreshing, sour beer, sour IPA. Definitely more tart than sour. Even though I said I wasn't a big fan of the finish, you can really look past it really easily. Everything comes down to a very beautiful, clean finish. Slight linger, but nothing too much, and that linger is definitely just those raspberries and a little bit of a hoppy essence. But damn, I'm pretty pumped about this beer. To be completely honest, this is a really good sour IPA. As for the price of this beer, $4.25 per 473 ml tall boy can. This is off the website. A little expensive, but then again, it's almost 7% and it's a small batch limited run, so it's totally understandable. There are a lot of other beers, even less ABV or even of less quality, that are more expensive. If you're buying a 4-pack, you're looking at $16.15, and if you're buying a whole 2-4 of this, you're looking at $89.75. It's not cheap, but it's a good beer. It's a good beer indeed. I personally don't see myself downing a bunch of these all at once. I can't really have too many sours in succession. It's just will blow out my palate. But right now, enjoying this particular brew. Ooh, I'm excited. And those chunky boys. That's not super chunky, but there's a good amount of sediment in here. Here's my final sip, guys. Let's get right to ratings and we'll wrap this up. That raspberry just, that pops. That pops. Not too much where it takes away from the rest of the beer, but damn. You know it's the start of the show, but it's not trying to, brag about it or steal the rest of the show from the other flavors and aromas. Pretty damn good. Shooby Sour Raspberry IPA from Wellington Brewery. Gets a solid 7.7 out of 10 for me. That's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, it would greatly appreciate it as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.